Imagine a world without light bulbs and cameras, darkness at night and no way to capture a single memory forever. Imagine a world without a switch to flip. A world where darkness falls completely, utterly, and without mercy. When the sun dipped below the horizon, life would shrink. It would pull back into small pools of flickering light cast by candles, or the smoky, greasy glow of an oil lamp. Streets would become treacherous rivers of shadow. Memories were fragile things. They lived only in the mind, or in the skilled hand of a painter. There was no way to capture a sliver of time and hold it. We yearned to stop time. We are innovators, problem solvers. Within a few persistent visionaries, seeds of a revolution were sown. A revolution that would banish shadows and give memory a physical form. The story of the light bulb and the camera. The journey to conquer the night was not a single, sudden leap. It was a long, slow climb built upon the work of many brilliant minds. Long before a light bulb glowed in a home, the first spark came from a man named Humphrey Davy. In 1802, he created something astonishing. He connected two charcoal rods to a powerful battery. A brilliant arc of light leaped across the gap, the arc lamp. It bathed his laboratory in an intense, almost blinding glow. It was magnificent, but too bright, too hot, and it burned out quickly. Far too quickly to be of practical use for ordinary life. In the 1840s, Warren de la Rue had a clever idea. He took a coil of platinum wire, sealed it in a glass tube and pumped the air out. Passing current through it caused the platinum to glow. Beautiful but prohibitively expensive. A scientific success, but a curiosity because platinum cost too much for mass use. Across the channel, Joseph Swan tackled the same problem in the 1850s. He experimented with carbonized paper filaments and vacuums, and developed a working lamp in 1860. But weak vacuum pumps and leakage meant filaments burned out quickly. Swan was close, but the technology had not yet caught up. The world had a collection of brilliant failures. What was needed was not just an inventor but an organizer, someone to perfect and to scale. Someone to weave these threads into something practical, durable, and affordable for everyone. Into this landscape stepped Thomas Alva Edison. He was not just an inventor, he was a force of nature. At Menlo Park, his invention factory, Edison set out to build not just a bulb, but a complete system of electric lighting. From power plants to wiring, his vision was industrial and systemic. Edison and his team tested thousands of materials to find the perfect filament. They tried everything: coconut fiber, beard hair, bamboo. The goal was a material that glowed but did not burn out quickly. Relentless trial and error, each failure was a lesson bringing them closer. Edison famously said genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. The breakthrough came in October 1879. They tested a filament made from carbonized cotton thread, sealed in a glass bulb, and pumped to a near vacuum. They passed a current through it. It glowed, steady and warm. It lasted an hour, then 2, then 10. Eventually 13.5 hours. They watched it burn longer and longer until at Menlo Park they had something remarkable. A practical, long-lasting incandescent bulb. On New Year's Eve, 1879, thousands came to witness buildings and streets illuminated by this new light. It was the spectacle that announced a new electrical age. Edison's success was not just the filament, it was the synthesis of prior ideas, industrial methods, and system building. He combined de la Rue's vacuum, Swan's carbon filament, and better vacuum pumps, and applied mass production thinking. The simple glass bulb, multiplied by millions, redrew the map of human existence, turning night into a new realm of activity. Streets became safe, theaters and shops stayed open, factories ran night shifts, the rhythm of life expanded. At home, families read, children studied, and ordinary life stretched later into the evening. Edison's practical bulb and system made electric light affordable and reliable. The modern night was born. But remember, each advance stood on the shoulders of those who came before. Davy, de la Rue, Swan, and Edison helped turn possibility into everyday reality. The light bulb didn't just illuminate rooms, it illuminated progress itself. The idea of the camera began with the camera obscura, a dark box that projected images through a tiny hole. Stand inside a dark room with a small hole, and an upside-down image of the outside will appear on the opposite wall. For centuries, artists used the camera obscura as a drawing aid, but the device could only project an image. It could not hold it. When the light faded, the picture was gone. Scientists noticed certain chemicals reacted to light. Silver chloride, for example, would darken in sunlight. The idea: coat a plate with a light-sensitive substance and let the light do the drawing. The first step toward a permanent image came from Joseph Nicephore Niepce, a French inventor. He discovered that bitumen of Judea hardened when exposed to light. He dissolved it in lavender oil and coated a polished pewter plate. Placed in his camera and pointed out the window of his workshop at Le Gras, the plate sat for hours, perhaps 2 days, slowly recording the scene. The result: a faint, ghostly image, the world's first photograph, titled "View from the Window at Le Gras, 1826. After a long exposure, Niepce washed the plate with solvents to remove unhardened bitumen, leaving the light-struck patterns behind. Blurry and low in detail by today's standards, but miraculous, a physical trace of a moment in time. Niepce had opened a door that could never be closed. After Niepce, Louis Daguerre continued the work and in 1839 unveiled a faster, clearer process: the daguerreotype. Daguerre plated copper with silver, polished it to a mirror finish, and exposed it after sensitizing with iodine vapor. He discovered that heated mercury fumes revealed a latent image, a startlingly sharp, mirror-like positive. The public unveiling in 1839 caused a sensation, a mirror with a memory that captured lifelike detail. Portrait studios opened across Europe and America. Ordinary people could see true likenesses, a privilege formerly reserved for painted portraits. People were mesmerized. The daguerreotype spread fast, fragile and beautiful. It democratized likenesses and began to reshape social memory. But daguerreotypes were unique one-offs and the process was cumbersome. George Eastman saw a way to make photography simple. In 1884 he patented practical roll film, a flexible, emulsion-coated strip that could replace heavy glass plates. In 1888, Eastman introduced the Kodak camera. Light, simple, pre-loaded with film, and backed by a service model. You press the button. We do the rest. Point, press, and later send the camera back for development. Photography became effortless. Families began to document everyday life. Picnics, birthdays, holidays. The snapshot and the family album were born. Eastman's business model made photography accessible to millions. Memory making went mainstream. Cameras multiplied and the world began to record itself at an unprecedented scale. Cameras extended human vision, down to microbes and out to galaxies, and became a tool for journalism, science, and memory. Unlike painting, photographs promised a direct impression of reality, a new way to think about time and truth. From Niepce's ghostly view to the instant photos of the 20th century, the camera shaped how we remember. Both inventions, the bulb and the camera, began modestly as experiments and curiosities. Through refinement and invention, they transformed everyday life, creating light where there was darkness and memory where there was only forgetting. And the camera's arc continues, from plate to roll film to the smartphone in your pocket. The twin arrivals of the light bulb and the camera did more than illuminate rooms and create pictures. They re-engineered the human experience. They were awakenings, expanding work, learning, play, and connection into the hours once reserved for sleep. Electric light allowed scientists to work through the night, students to study, factories to hum, accelerating discovery and prosperity. The camera freed our memories from the fallible mind. It gave us the power to stop time and hold a day forever. Today, our cities shine so brightly they can be seen from space. With cameras in nearly every pocket, we are documenting existence at an unimaginable scale. From Edison's glowing thread to Niepce's ghostly view, these inventions gave us the gifts of time and light. They allowed us to see more of our world, and to save more of our lives, illuminating the human journey in ways their creators could scarcely have imagined. Light that banished fear, images that preserved truth, small inventions with enormous consequences. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more amazing history stories. Until next time, keep looking, and keep asking who made the world we live in today.